want to say, guys, is I hope this stuff sells. All these boxes, 6 boxes, 2 in each box. Hopefully it sells. That's a whopping $1,200 cash and more space in the tiny house. You guys know that I'm slowly trying to get rid of shit to make things work, you know. That's what I'm dealing with at this time. So I'd like to get all kinds of stuff. More fire extinguishers, more batteries, more solar, but right now I'm super happy with the solar and my battery setup. I actually have too much power coming in. And these ceiling fans I left on all summer basically. Well, not all summer, but as soon as I got the LGs, I leave them on 24 hours. They're all 12 volt. There's all 3 of them are 12 volt. They keep air movement in here. Keeps it nice in here without air conditioning. And I actually have more of those fans that I can install, which is sweet. Thinking ahead, Rob. Good job. I just need the time to use the tiny house now, guys. It's pathetic. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but I have plenty of work. Money's good. But now I have no life, no time. It's just work, sleep, repeat. That's normally how it goes. So I'm very lucky to have half a day off. But we finished up a big job here today, which is great. But that doesn't mean I have plenty of work for tomorrow and for 2 more weeks at least. Now I'm the kind in my what I do for a living, I'm not going to tell anybody, but basically I bust butt when there's work to be had, because in the winter time here in Canada, my situation, work dries up, and I basically live off what I've made that summer, basically, to get me by through until spring and back into summer again to rinse and repeat, right? So that is my situation. What else? Oh, some news. We did a job where we worked at somebody's place, and my dad accidentally knocked over a jar of screws into an open washing machine that the customer had. So he thought he cleaned up the majority of the screws as best as he could. 2 weeks later, we get a phone call saying there's something wrong with their washer. It doesn't turn. Can you help us out? So we found a local guy, who actually repairs all kinds of washing machines, which is neat. I didn't like a local guy who's like real down to earth, not like a real huge business, but like a, just a Joe Blow. Real cool guy. We met him. We ended up buying a used unit off of him for $300, and we took it over to the place that had the trouble with their washer with the screw issue, and we basically lent it to them until they could get their washer fixed. Now their washer was under warranty, so I'm sure this is covered. I'm pretty positive it is. So the plan is, guys, when that washer they no longer need it, I'm going to bring it to the off-grid tiny house. And I was shocked at how light that washer actually was. It's a conventional washer. It's not a high efficiency one. It's the big agitator type, which uses a lot of water. But the nice thing about that is the type I need, because I cannot do my bedding in the Panda. Now that brings up another issue. I'm going to need to save up for a propane dryer, because my Panda spin dryer does not hold very much, and especially will not hold a blanket of any size whatsoever. That's just not going to happen. So because of this incident, I think I scored a new washer. Well, it's new to me, new washer, conventional one, that I can run off my solar 120 volts, which I run my Panda off 120 volts. Also, yeah, so that's the future. So I'm thinking about on the wish list, guys, getting a propane dryer, and then I will have to extend and replumb the gas setup. And I also may, if my pump doesn't show up, or if it does show up and the AquaCube, which is my tankless on-demand hot water tank system, if it doesn't work, I'm going to be getting rid of it, and I'll be going to one of those hang-on-the-wall tankless, camping ones, and I will have to plumb that as well. So, a lot going on the wish list, guys. So if you guys can help me out and support me, you can do a one-time donation to my Patreon. If you go to my main YouTube channel, up in the right-hand corner, it'll say support me on Patreon. You click that, you can do a one-time donation on that, or if you'd like to continue to support me every month for $1, you can do that as well. That'd really help me out. And what do you get for that? You get all these videos ad-free, unedited, before everybody else gets it in the public, months before. Then you get a credit in my videos, future videos, as long as you stay subscribed as a Patreon member. And you go from there. You do your monthly $1 supporting donation there. Now you can. Some people on there have supported me way more than the $1. Yupper was the biggest donor, very generous guy. Still thanking him today, because without his very generous help, I couldn't have got my lithium batteries. That's just it. And then I got some other Patreon members who are giving more than $1, a couple dollars more, which is awesome. That definitely helps me out, because you guys heard me complain about this before. YouTube has cut everyone's throats, and that's what we're living in now. So yeah. So there's the big giant update, guys. Sorry to all my Patreon members that I haven't been posting Patreon videos on the regular, and now you know why. Work, and more work. Rob is, all he does is work, no play, except for today, a little bit of play here at the tiny house. Get to visit my tiny house once in a while. How about that? Wow. Jeez. So eventually, hopefully, I can be in here full time, and then I don't have to visit it. I'll be here, right? So, big thank you to all my Patreon members out there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for putting up with me. Definitely sorry I haven't been doing anything on the regular, but we'll get there, guys. Work is a priority for me. I know you guys are too, but work is more of a priority, or I am screwed. So, if I was making more on Patreon than I do for a living, then obviously, guess where I'd be? Right here, full time. And I'd be live streaming in the whole 9 yards from the tiny house, probably just for my Patreon people. So, that's what's going on. And my dad's doing well, still doing awesome. My mom's still doing good.